What is up, everyone? This is Word to the Nerd, and we have another toy review for you today. And this is the Titans Return Autobots Cosmos. So this is a smaller figure. This is, I believe, from the Legends class or the Legends line, as it says here. So I got this for cheap. It's technically mint on card. We're gonna open it today, but the card is pretty jacked up. You can see there's tape here, tape at the back, so that gives us the perfect opportunity to look at the art. So we have Cosmos spaceship form. That's not art, that's a figure. Over here, sorry, get over here, another spaceship form, and yeah, that's him. This is form Cosmos. Let's see, there's a description up top if we can read it. Whether he's flying through space or relaying crucial messages, Autobot Cosmos always has his eye on the Decepticons. Alright, so let's get to it. Let's try to open this little dude. How do I do that? Man, you guys are gonna, for people who like keeping things pristine, y'all are gonna hate me. I am tearing this up. Sorry about that if that's too noisy. Also, we have our good old friends Finn and William Regal. Just before we get the Cosmos, in my previous video I wasn't so sure about the sizes, which is bad, but just to clarify, Finn is from the Star Wars Black Series, a 6-inch figure line. Now, William Regal, as I mentioned before, is a WWE basic Mattel action figure. Now, those figures usually come around 7 inches depending on the wrestler's height. So, even if, let's say, John Boyega, the actor who plays Finn, and William Regal himself are the same height, with being a 7-inch figure line, Mattel WWE will always be a bit taller. And this guy is not taller. He's particularly small, probably around the 3.25 inch line. So we have the card at the back. We'll get to that in a bit. And let me just pop the... Ooh, a lot of string here. So, alright, I'll just take care of these and I'll get back to you in a bit. And there we have it. Okay, finally got him out. Jacked up the clamshell case. Just cut it up. I don't know if you can see that, but that has a lot of knife holes in there. Jacked it up pretty bad, but finally got Cosmos out of his shell. And as you can see, let's just stand him up here. Alright, this is him perfectly aligned with the other two figures, and he is short. So yeah, probably around the 3.75 inch line of figures. Sorry about that. Okay, maybe first time reviewing a Transformer toy, so let's see. Let's start with the posability first. Already saw the size comparison. Okay, alright, I'm really just fidgeting with the toy a bit. This is my first time seeing him. Oh, before we get to that, this does have this very cramped instructions list. It's good for ages 8 and up. Very simple instructions. Probably you're done in like 9. Yeah, looks like 9 steps. Do you have anything at the back? Yeah, 9 steps to become Cosmos, the figure. 9 steps to become Cosmos, the spaceship. But before we get to that, let's again move on to the posability. Sorry. So he has this weird hip swivel, if we can call it that. It's kind of a torso swivel if you think about it. And shoulder joint here goes around full. If you didn't see that, so there's the shoulder joint. So it goes for both arms. Arm swivel over there by the elbow. So if you can see, it's a ball joint, and that's his arm. That's his hand, sorry. And yeah, that's the posability for the hands. That's pretty cool. His head, his head is down that far, up that far, so really no movement. But it does have some fair amount of rotation there. As you can see side to side. You have to be careful. From what I noticed, whatever is keeping him up isn't too sturdy or stable. He a little press and his head goes down. But it's easy to just pull him up, as you can see. Hips, the legs are on a ball joint, goes out that far. Split and rolls. Back kick that far, front kick that far. So another split. That's great. And it's not ball jointed at the knee, but it is ball jointed at the upper thigh. Weirdly enough, but that's like see, and I think that's for the transformation. Okay. Yeah, single joint. No, it's a double jointed knee, which is great, but probably also for the transformation. All right. So that's the figure, and let's just look at let's just look at his design. So there's the Autobot logo over there. Overall, I think Cosmos looks nice. I really do like the small details. Well, I don't think it's too small, but yeah, you can see he has a cool jetpack. His arms, from his spaceship form, you can just remember that. Let me just get a visual here. See, so that's his spaceship form, kind of like just a flying upside down plate. And you get this guy. He seems very dynamic, if you ask me. I love the color scheme. Fun fact, yellow is our favorite color over here at Word to the Nerd, but it works well with the green. And just some details, you can see there's some like spark. I'm not sure if that's paint or stickers. Looks like stickers over there, yeah. But that's a lot of neat details actually for such a small figure too. Only problem I think I have, by the way, a back flap moves up there. I don't know what that would be for if he's as a figure, but hey, that's cool. So you can, if you're playing with it, it's like jetpack goes up and then press forward. So that's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, that's his hand. My only gripe is I don't know if I'm doing this right, but there are a lot of kibble that is jammed everywhere. You don't see it directly because of his shape. A lot can be hidden, but for example, behind the legs, obvious, and yeah, over here, top of the shoulder, pretty obvious. And what I dislike the most is probably here by the hand. I mean, it's hidden like that, but you can always pose him like that. You're gonna see it, and it's at the front, so that's always weird. However, something I do like, other than the general posability, he is pretty poseable. Like, look at that. A lot of dynamic pose. I mean, a number of dynamic poses you can do. He does move well, but I just don't like the idea that if you open up his elbows too far, you're just gonna see too much into him. Anyway, pretty good figure so far. I really do like it. So let's try to transform him. I'm gonna be a bit of a know-it-all. I'll try to transform him without looking at the instructions and see if I can do it back and forth. Okay. Alright, how do I go about this? Because, alright, as I'm doing this, oh cool, so you kind of fold it back and then flip it there. I just did this, why am I not getting it? So, the reason I'm trying to do it this way is, well, first, Legend, I'm not too familiar with all the Legends class figures. I would assume they're fairly easy to transform. At that price point, it is a puzzle toy, but not too crazy of a puzzle toy. Oh, wow, that one snapped. Did you hear that? This one also snapped. It's weird. See, I told you about the head. Moving it around, it already sunk down on its own, but that's gonna help us in this light. So let's see. Probably like that. No, he has to have his jetpack up. So yeah, that's for the transformation. And then we just clip the knee here. Alright, as I'm playing around with this toy, I'm not sure if I was able to articulate it properly earlier, but with a toy like this, the transformation can be a bit intuitive, so there's not a lot of need for me to look at the instructions. Oh, by the way, the hip joint, the reason it turns around 360 degrees is because of this, for the transformation. So let's see, it's already clipped here. Let's see if I can work that up. This is amazing content. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's just me trying to share things I like. I am a toy collector. I do like these things. Oh, so I was doing it the other way, so let's turn around that. Oh yeah, it'd be weird if his guns were to the side. Like, how would he defend himself up front as a vehicle? Okay, so it has to be like this. Mr. E over there. Wow, I could probably do a show about this, but I would be so annoying, just me transforming things without the instructions. Right, so I think I got it pretty much done. Some snaps I have to hit, but again, I'm doing this without instructions, and I'm pretty sure I'm not displaying him as a spaceship. So yeah, this is Cosmos transformed. Alright, and just a size comparison, let's lay him here. Pretty small, he's just way compact actually, but I do like it. Seems like a big deal. I do like the turrets over here, pretty nice detail. Not much kibble, but holy moly, is that some empty space. He's like our friendly space turtle, and that's not bad. I actually really like it. Spaceship design looks retro, looks funky, but looks functional. Kind of reminds me of, I think, that Thunderbirds. That was an old series about a family, and then they have all these cool vehicles. Reminds me of that, but yeah, this is pretty cool. So as I am transforming him back to the Cosmos figure, that's time. I'll probably just give you guys my verdict of him now. So I think this figure, for all its simplicity, we can say, and all the cool details. Alright, did I do this right? His legs have inner turrets. That's funky and cool, I guess. Maybe I'm doing it the other way around. Alright, so getting back, so reviewing this figure, things I liked. I really like the posability. So if again, I'm from the Philippines and I got this on sale at probably around 300 pesos, dollars. That's like what, $6. Really cheap figure, and it has a lot of, you can do a lot of great poses in it. Has a lot of details. I mean, look at that. It's not painted, but you definitely know that those are turrets, and cool turrets here. Nice detail. Some other detailings on the ship itself. One thing I did notice though, as I was fixing it up, and I know I got it right, the ship was supposed to look like that. I did not see the Autobot logo though, which is weird if you ask me, but still pretty cool in my opinion. Eventually I will get figures of Transformers that I like and probably gush more about it, but this one's pretty cool. And have I said pretty cool too much? Maybe I'll add a counter eventually, but yeah. Okay, that's done. Wow. Yeah, it looks impressive. So this has been the Autobot Cosmos from the Legends line. Oh, just before we end, and just before I give you my final verdict, again, those are the things I like. Very posable, very simple to transform, and cool details. Things I don't like: kibble, or those text, those not supposed to be part of the figure things, but you have to have it there because it's a transforming puzzle toy. Not too fond, especially of this at the front. But other than that, I think this figure is fantastic. And right, let's just have a look. So Titans Return Autobot Cosmos is from Hasbro. He's an Autobot, that's the logo there. And let's just look at his stats before we end. So strength is barely there, he's just 2. He's super fast though, he's at 9. Particularly smart at 8. And his projectiles, which he has the turrets for, actually solid at a 6. So you know what, let's use this. So where are we putting Cosmos here? You know what, I really had a lot of fun with this toy, you know, even just for a short review like this. I'll give him an 8. I like him that much. And so for good old Regal, Finn, and our good friend Cosmos here, this has been Word to the Nerd, and I'll see you next time.